The government of the United States is supposed to be for the people and by the people. As it is now, the government is for the elite, by the elite, against the people. The power of the government is concentrated in Washington, D.C. It should be that the individual states hold the most power. I have an idea for a constitutional amendment. First, it would limit all congressmen to one 2-year term or one 6-year term for life, and they could never return to Congress, even as a staffer, a lobbyist, or a paid consultant. Then it would do away with congressional elections. I would propose that each voter would be assigned a number. That would be engraved on a bean, and all the beans for the state would be kept in a bucket in the state governor's office. No one would know the identity of the person that belonged to that number. A computer would determine the identity of the person only when the bean was pulled by the governor himself. Then the congressional seat was to be filled. For all congressmen, with a minimum age would be 40 years. Our current education system and society at large, entertainment and work, do not prepare our young people for real life. So people need to experience real life for real after age 40 before they have the maturity to govern wisely. The House of Representatives seats would be filled by anyone over 40 years. The person selected would be called to serve, just like jury duty, go serve or else. The Senate seats would have prerequisites. The person selected would have to meet at least one of the prerequisite requirements. The person selected to be or have been elected to some public office. The person selected be or have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. The person selected be or have held some kind of a professional license: plumber, electrician, nurse, pilot, doctor, truck driver, etc. The governor might have to pull more than one bean to fill a Senate seat. The person selected would be called to serve or else. Instead of federal government paying the salaries of congressmen, the states would pay their representatives and all their living expenses, transportation expenses, and pay for the required staff. The staff would be required to be residents of the state they serve. There would be no retirement for ex-congressmen. The state would continue to pay each ex-congressman severance pay for 1 year, so the congressman should not start to look for new employment while he's still serving in his congressional office. The congressional staff members would also have lifetime term limits, 10 years. By Joe Fisher, Galesburg, Kansas.